A listener note. This episode contains adult content and language. This may not be suitable for all listeners.
I'm sure some of you have seen this video of Siti Mastura, a YB from Parliamentary National. Take a look at the video and see how she even can't even get Lee Kuan Yew is Singapore's first Prime Minister. Dengan nama betul? Lim Kuan Yew masuk. So that shows the ignorance.
Lim Kit Siang dan Chimping adalah sepupu. Lim Kit Siang dan Lim Go En adalah dua beranak. Lim Kuan Yew, siapa? 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 Ketua Menteri Singapura. Apa hubungan dengan Lim Kit Siang dan juga Chimping? Sepupu.
Ini doktor falsafah ke? Doktor fitnah?
Lim Kuan Yew, Lim Kit Siang, Chimping, sepupu. Nampak tak susu galur dia? Nak katakan apa? Lim Kuan Yew duduk di Singapura hari ini. Apa yang telah dia buat dekat Singapura?
Siang, Lim Go En dua beranak. Lim Kit Siang dan Chimping. Apa hubungan dia, Pak? Sepupu. Siapa Chimping? Ketua Komunis. Lim Kuan Yew. Siapa? Ketua Menteri Singapura. Apa hubungan dengan Lim Kit Siang dan juga Chimping? Sepupu.
Orang lah walau untit. Dia macam ni. Kalau inilah level ahli parlimen korang, aku rasa baik tak payah jadi ahli parlimen, tak apa. Sebab dia ada lagi nama-nama yang tertinggal. Siapa dia? Lee Chong Wei, Lee Zijia, kan? Kata pun Lee Kam Ki, ataupun kalau nak jauh sikit sepupu dia, Lee Kuan So. Itu pun mungkin boleh jadi sepupu dia. Sebab semua nama tiga patah perkataan ni, Lee ke, Lim ke, apa ke, semua jadi sepupu diorang. Sebab kau tengok sendirilah. Sebab tu aku cakap, siapalah sokong walau untit ni jadi ahli parlimen. Kau fikir sendiri. Kebodohan dan kebangangan dia ni terselah. Sebab kalau macam ni level, baik level jadi cyber trooper je. Sebar ikut poster lama yang dipakai, pembohongan, penipuan sebelum ni. Mari sikit aku kongsi dengan kau. Dalam Malaysia ni, kita ada berbagai bangsa, pecahan. Begitu juga dalam China ini sendiri. Macam dia sebut nama Chimping. Chimping ni keturunan dia daripada Hak Chia. Lepas tu pula, dia sebut pula Lim Kuan Yew. Bukan Lim Kuan Yew bangang. Lee Kuan Yew. Lee Kuan Yew ni dia daripada keturunan Hakka. Dan lepas tu kau cakap pula Lim Kit Siang. Lim Kit Siang ini keturunan dia adalah keturunan Hokkien. Logik dia macam tu lah aku cerita. Tetapi sebabkan kebodohan level itulah yang kau nobatkan sebagai ahli parlimen, maka rugilah orang kepala batas yang sebelum ini. Kursi parlimen di kepala batas itu merupakan kursi keramat bagi seorang mantan Perdana Menteri. Yang seperti mana korang tahu, kursi itu pernah disandang oleh Tun Abdullah Haji Ahmad Badawi ataupun lebih dikenali dengan nama Pak Lah. Dan kalau macam itulah level ahli parlimen, aku tak tahu macam mana cara dia kempen, apa perkara aib yang telah dilakukan, apa perkara jahat dan apa fitnah yang telah dinyatakan semata-mata untuk memenangi kerusi di kepala batas tempoh hari. Kalau macam inilah level dia, inilah kebangsatan di tahap yang tertinggi bagi aku. Sebab kebodohan dia juga ada, kebagangan dia ada, dicampur pula dengan air-air fitnah yang ditelan oleh dia. Dan tak salahlah kalau aku nyatakan seperti kapal patah kemudi yang membawa maksud orang yang hilang pedoman. Dan juga pesanan aku yang terakhir kepada walaun-walaun untit semua, penyokong-penyokong tegar parti-parti fitnah ini dan juga puak-puak pengkhianat nasional, bersiap sedialah dengan tin Milo. Maka satu perkara aku tinggalkan ke korang, jauhi fitnah, jangan percaya info yang tidak boleh dipercayai, khususnya yang keluar daripada bibir, yang keluar daripada mulut pimpinan-pimpinan yang hanya rakuskan kuasa, hanya ingin menunggang isu agama, hanya ingin memperjudikan nasib bangsa demi keuntungan dan juga memuaskan nafsu serakah politik mereka sendiri. Tidak kiralah mereka ini seorang walaun, pemimpin lelaki, ataupun walaun pemimpin kepada wanita, kalau mereka mempermainkan isu-isu 3R hanya untuk meraih populariti, maka mereka boleh digelar sebagai pimpinan yang bangsat yang tertinggi di dalam negara kita. Jadi fighter-fighter kat luar sana, teruskan perjuangan, bulatkan semangat, tekadkan harapan, sama-sama kita memastikan bahawa fitnah-fitnah yang dilontarkan khususnya yang dimainkan oleh golongan-golongan pengkhianat nasional ini kita tepis dan kita tangkis. Salam perpaduan, salam Malaysia Madani dan salam reformasi.
And then on top of that, nak serang Lim Kit Siang dengan DAP, to say that, Chin Peng lah, Lee Kuan Yew lah, Lim Guan Eng, Lim Kit Siang, semua tu related. She gets confused. Lee, Lim. So, dah banyak ada orang buat TikTok and people, it becomes a laughable matter. And even Lim Kit Siang pun bagi 40 jam now, you prove. And tak boleh, tak pasal-pasal terkena saman. And for no reason, this becomes the news. And this becomes a topic discussed in Parliament. And I made, so many voice notes on the baboons in Parliament. Parliament is tempat to discuss matters of the rakyat. Matters that grip us most. Our lifestyle, our livelihood, our utang negara, our ringgit merundum, ekonomi teruk, joblessness, social problems, racism, undang-undang kita, external affairs, and how our politicians do the dumbest things that affect us. So semua benda-benda macam tu lah patut discuss kat Parlimen. Parlimen tu ada purpose dia. Tapi when we have 6:30 punya MPs, yang vote dia situ pun rakyat vote and MPs masuk, jadi merepek. Faham tak? Of course, there are some informed rakyat, some rakyat that's educated, they understand what kind of MPs to appoint. Tapi rakyat yang tak pandai sangat, tak pergi sekolah, tak kerti apa, dia also have one vote. Dia pun ada hak. Dia pun ada hak untuk pilih siapa untuk mewakili dia punya constituents. Betul ke tak betul ke, itu hak dia. Jadi kalau majority pilih an idiot as MP to represent them, tak apalah, dia mungkin tak dapatlah services yang satisfying from the MP, pasal MP tu bodoh ke, tak pandai ke, tak ada knowledge ke, tak apa. Tapi bila MP dia tu masuk ke dalam Parlimen, buat kacau, buat masalah, dia ganggu MP-MP lain semua yang nak bawa, nak ketengahkan isu-isu involving their own constituency, isu-isu yang melibatkan negara, because kita ada baboons, banyak baboons dalam Parlimen. And nama saja MP yang berhormat, to me teruklah. Apa yang berhormat? Apa berhormat pasal orang tu? Yang beruk, itu yang betul. Banyak yang beruk, YB yang beruk, bukan yang berhormat. Bukan kebanyakan lah, banyak, ramai. Tak boleh ikut undang-undang, and speaker tak boleh handle. So macam ni je lah. I nak cadangkan sesuatu pada kerajaan. Maybe kerajaan lain tak pernah buat, tapi kita patut buat. Think about it. Be rational, be objective. I'm suggesting something that is good. Now, patut start, kita punya next election in G16 lambat lagi. Sekarang ni, sesiapa yang nak bertanding sebagai MP for parliamentary seat, government patut buat satu kursus, satu qualification, something like a diploma, something that people kena belajar at least 1 year, full kursus on the basic tenets of law, of economy, of quorum, of about defamation punya matter, about sedition. Jangan tak faham. Understand Parliament punya rules, how it works. Ada yang question, kata Parliament ni orang boleh infiltrate ke, boleh tengok ke, nanti it leaks. Bodohnya. Benda tu memang is publicized, satu dunia boleh nampak. Dia worry yang tu. Nampak tak the kind of things, Langkawi ni MP punya rhetorics, the kind of things yang keluar. We have idiots who are unqualified, uneducated becoming MPs. Jadi kalau kita buat satu undang-undang, float this undang-undang, government pun ada 2/3 majority, buat this undang-undang, mana-mana candidate, sesiapa public that wants to run as a candidate for MP, kena ada this qualification. MP punya qualification ni And dia kena pass the exams. Dia kena buat assignments dia kena pass the exams. You decide 6 bulan ke, 1 term ke, 2 term ke. You must have that qualification over and above whatever qualification else you have. You kalau yang tu, barulah election commission boleh allow you to bertanding. Tak boleh be any Tom, Dick and Harry. If you do that, kita boleh pastikan setiap YB yang masuk dalam kita punya parlimen, sama ada dia korup ke, dia merepek ke, dia apakah, at least dia qualified. At least dia lepas exams dia, at least dia ada qualification before dia jadi MP. That is one way we can ensure ada quality MP kita. MP bukan saja kerajaan ataupun menteri yang kena competent. We need a competent opposition too. Opposition penting, walaupun kita tak mau dia jadi kerajaan, kita tak pilih dia, tapi orang constituents dia pilih dia. And dia ada role in the workings of kita punya government. Kalau opposition tak ada, and tak question, tak challenge the things government do, tak tanya, opposition bukan kerja bangkang saja, faham? Dia punya kerja also to support, to suggest, to ubah pendirian, to challenge, to have thought-provoking punya discussions. This is what opposition kena buat, and opposition to do that, opposition kena cerdik lah. Kenalah ada qualification and jangan cerita merepek and nak berkelih saja. Faham tak? So, raise issues. Example, isu kes Zahid, DNA. What's happening to that? Takkan senyap saja. Ada 11 cogent reasons. There's so many things that need to be done. MACC kena investigate, kena tanya lagi, kena question witness 15 itu lagi. Polis kena do some investigation, kena buka kes lagi. AG kena study balik, kena tengok balik. RCI, Tommy Thomas kena buat, apparently there's something in there that's alleged that, Zahid kena pakai. So what's happening to that? We want to know progress. Tak ada siapa dalam opposition raise the issue. Okay? Kapal SCS scandal. What's happening to that? Pasal apa senyap? Tak ada. Opposition tak highlight. Dulu kita bising banyak. Pesteko, all those yang hilang, anak Indira Gandhi hilang, court dah buat decision. Siapa dalam opposition tanya? What's happening to that? Tak tanya. At the end of the day, do you know who is effectively the best opposition now in the country? Rakyat, netizens. You see the videos, the voice notes, the write-ups, the comments, in the social media. Rakyat yang highlight isu-isu negara. Rakyat yang question apa government buat, and government reactive and responding to rakyat punya bising. Opposition buat apa? Opposition makan gaji buta because they don't even know what they're doing and they're talking nonsense and rubbish like the Siti Mastura. Nampak? You tengoklah apa berlaku ni. So opposition dalam government side, I'm not saying semua, okay, ada juga some idiots juga. Jadi the rule should apply to all. Please government consider this, float this in parliament, get it passed. Semua orang, semua MPs, siapa future MPs, kalau ada 222 MP, tak kisahlah yang sekarang ni ke siapa ke, even the existing MPs must sit for the exams. If they fail, they cannot run. They cannot be fielded by their party the next time. They must all pass. And to do this, you got to come up with the schema now. Do it this year. Come up with a scheme. What are the things that the MPs must know? The peraturan dia kena faham. Dia kena pass semua. Dia kena tengok semua. Peraturan parlimen, basic tenets of law, basic workings of the economy. General, tak payahlah deep sangat. Tak payah technical, tak apa. It's something that anybody can sit. Jadi kalau katakan I nak jadi MP, which I don't, I declare siap. Let's say I want to become MP. I can be working from where I'm working. Tak apa. But malam ke, petang ke, weekend ke, I can attend the course. I can do online ke apa ke. I got to study, I kena tahu. I must be qualified, I must get that certification. I must get that. Dia macam professional punya certification. Once I have that, barulah bila I nak submit, I kena bagi I punya sijil tu, barulah isi boleh register me as an independent kalau I nak run as an MP. Faham tak? Kalau I tak ada, I tak qualify. So maknanya pastikan ada qualification criteria. Tak payah buat degree ke apa. Dia tak ada degree pun tak apa. Dia tak ada SBM pun tak apa. But dia kena lepas that whatever diploma atau kursus MP tu. You do that, dan insya-Allah kita punya parlimen lepas ni post G16 berjenis sikit. Tak merepek, we don't have clowns and jesters there and baboons bersorak-sorak and is just wasting public funds and the world laugh at us. Our issues are not discussed and we continue being pariah in the region. That is a no-go for me. I'm making this suggestion sincerely, and I would like the relevant powers that be consider this is the way forward. This can be the solution. Assalamualaikum.
Wow. Thank you, Imraz, for such an impassioned message and a brilliant suggestion. I think the suggestion that you need to pass some qualifying examination to become a member of parliament is brilliant and should be implemented as soon as possible. I hope the government can get the universities, the political science department, their think tanks or whatever to develop a syllabus for that. If I may be so bold to make a suggestion, that to qualify to go and take this course, you should first pass an IQ test, because some of our baboons don't seem to have even average IQ. I think if I can make a suggestion, you should be at least in the top 2%, so that we can have a newcracy. A newcracy is government by the wise. So people who are wise and balanced and sensible and logical, like Imraz, should be the type of people that we should have in parliament, so that we can have really good debates and parliamentarians decide what is best for the country, rather than having ad hominem attacks, attacking each other. So all of you who think that the idea is brilliant, who also think that the idea is brilliant, can you please comment #sokong in the comments, so that we could build a momentum. If there are enough people, I'm sure some of you know how to use change.org and create a petition, so that we could have this implemented as soon as possible. Some of you may know that I'm colorblind. I'm actually visually impaired and colorblind at the same time. And also in another way, I'm also colorblind. I'm blind to skin color. I have friends from all races. In fact, the word race is wrong. There's only one race. There are no races. There's one race, it's the human race. Now, to understand this, let me tell you something very interesting. YB Siti Mastura was correct in a sense, because we are all cousins. Lim Kit Siang and Lee Kuan Yew are cousins, and I and the baboons in parliament, unfortunately, I'm ashamed to say, are cousins. So let me explain why. Now, the nearest living species closest to us, Homo sapiens, is Pongo pygmaeus, which is the orangutan. And the difference between our DNA and the orangutan DNA is just 2%. Now, between me and my children and my parents, we are very close, genetically speaking. And then a little further away, slightly further, are my aunts and aunties. But the interesting fact is, the difference in DNA, in the genetic code between me and my cousins, is the same as me and a complete stranger. The difference is, infinitely small, infinitely small. So we are actually cousins. The socialists like to say we are all brothers and sisters, but in a very technical, genetic sense, we are all cousins. We are all sepupu. So, everyone is sepupu. So, we should really embrace and and celebrate the fact that we are family, you know. We are really on this planet as family. All 8 billion plus of us are family. We are cousins, except for the ones who are a little closer, who are our children or parents and our aunts and aunties, because they have slightly more genetic code in common. Anyway, let me not digress. Can you please comment and put hashtag Sokong if you think it's a brilliant idea that for people who wish to become members of parliament, so that we can avoid these baboons getting into parliament, that they should pass a qualifying test at the end of having a short course, a 1-year course or 6-month course. Let the academics decide on that. And to be eligible to take the course, you should pass an IQ test and have at least an IQ of 136 to pass the test. Then we can be assured that we will be led or governed by people who are brilliant, rather than people with third-class degrees or even no degrees, or, you know, people with no qualifications trying to run the country. I mean, how much worse can it get if you have people with no qualifications running the country? This comes to the point of meritocracy and technocracy, which is what the Green Party stands for. But even before that, we have newcracy, which is government by the wise, and geniocracy, which is creative problem solving. So the business of government is actually to solve problems of the rakyat, problem of governance, problem of running the country. So you need to have people who have creative problem-solving abilities, and that's what geniocracy is all about. And the 2 or 3 countries that are closest to geniocracies are New Zealand, Singapore and Finland, in my view. I've done some comparative studies of governments around the world, and I think those are the closest to geniocracy that I can find. Of course, you may disagree. If you do, put in the comment. You might find other countries which have better forms of government, maybe Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a very interesting country. They don't have a military. They feel it's not necessary because nobody's going to attack them. So they don't have an army, they don't have a navy, they don't have air force. They just have a police force, and that's it. And border control, you know. So if you have any interesting ideas that can help build a better Malaysia, please make them in your please put them in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. The subscription is free. You don't have to pay money. And we don't, you know, YouTube doesn't give us your information. So there's no list of subscribers. I just know the number of subscribers, but no information about who the subscribers are. And we are not monetized, so there's no advertisements. When you click on our videos, you straight away watch our videos. You don't have to see annoying ads. You know, there's this woman who really drives me up the wall. She's a trader, and she's always impinging on other channels that I try to watch, you know. So menyapa, meluat, that woman. She used to work for Intel. I won't mention her name. I don't even know her name, can't be bothered. But she speaks in this very annoying staccato voice which drives me up the wall. Anyway, if you think our videos deserve a wider audience, please share so that we can build a critical mass of like-minded people. And through that way, we can influence and urge the government to do things which are in the best interest of the country. Like I said, our mission is to build a better Malaysia. We don't monetize, we don't make money from this channel. The whole reason we do it is to increase political literacy among Malaysians so that you'll be more informed and make better quality decisions for ourselves regarding the issues that affect us all. So thank you very much for listening to this video. It's a rather long one, I know, and I've been rambling as well. So thank you for your patience, and please subscribe if you haven't done so, and please share our videos far and wide. Terima kasih. Wassalam.
If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos.